So imagine in a lesson, you've had to create a piece of data and you've typed in all of your information into a spreadsheet. It might be in geography, you've got to look at the statistics of the population in different areas. It might be in business, you're looking at what quantity you're going to need to break even. Well, what you can do is you can make a chart. Now, there are a number of different ways you can do that. One of those ways, you can highlight the columns that you need. So I've clicked and dragged, and we're going to do this just on cost. Okay. Now, if I highlight those items, I can go to Insert, and if you have a look down here, there are some key areas. So we've got Insert Chart. Now, what that does for me, and that will put that into a quick graph. Now, the problem we've got here is you may want to change these. If you click on them, you can change the description here. All right, shopping item. All right, you can do the cost. I'm not going to change that, and you can change your title. Now, if you want to change the different styles, in the customization here, you can actually choose the colors and so on, all right? So there's lots of different ways you can do that. But if you go to setup, you can choose the type of chart that you want. So I can see the biggest amount of my budget by changing that to a pie chart is going to be spent on trainers. But generally, pie charts are something that we use for working out the percentage. So you may do that for the population. We also have cost versus description. So you can see the trend on this. Obviously, we don't really need a line chart for looking at a shopping list, but we might do a bar chart. So you can select those different items. Now, something to bear in mind when you're making charts, you may want to just do two columns. If that's the case, you can highlight one, then hold down the CTRL key and highlight the next item. Now I'm going to let go of the CTRL key and I can insert another chart. And that is just on the VAT amount. All right. So if you only want a specific item or a specific column, you don't hold down anything to highlight the first selection, then you hold down CTRL, then you highlight the second piece of data that you need. And that is how you do a chart.